So apply these two formulae for this example. We get here, compare d plus a with d plus 2. So the value of a is 2. So take minus sign as it is. E raised to plus 2 becomes plus a becomes e raised to minus x. So plus 2 becomes e raised to minus 2x. Integration of e raised to 2x. X function is e raised to x dx. So apply these two formulae for this first term. That is, this step is minus 1 upon d plus 2 e raised to x plus 1 upon d plus 1 e raised to x. So apply 2 times this formula. So there is a term like d plus 2. So we have to apply first formula for this. And there is a term d plus 1. So again apply first formula for d plus 1. So compare and apply the formulae. So d plus 2 becomes e raised to minus 2x, integration of e raised to 2x. X function means multiplication function x. So e raised to x, this is your x function. So multiply this e raised to x into dx plus for 1 plus d plus a e raised to x, as there is a plus 1. So we have to take e raised to minus x, integration of e raised to plus x into x function, that is this function, into dx, and solve this integration. How to solve this integration? There is no any formula, or we cannot merge these two formulae such that there is no any integration formula. So we have to apply the substitution method from the integration. So what is the substitution method? We have to put e raised to x equal to t in such a way that after taking the derivative of this e raised to x equal to t, the derivative terms, these derivative terms should be in the integration. So if we put e raised to x equal to t, after taking derivative, e raised to x, derivative is e raised to x, dx equal to derivative of t is dt. So e raised to x dx is there. As we can see, e raised to 2x means e raised to x square, or e raised to 2x means 2 times e raised to x. So first, for one e raised to x term, put t, and for e raised to x, second e raised to x and dx, put dt. So take whole integration in the form of t. So for 1 e raised to x, put t, and for e raised to x dx, second e raised to x into dx, put e raised to t, put dt, and for e raised to x, put e raised to t. And first solve this integration first. After putting this, or after taking this integration in the form of t, we get t into e raised to t. Again you have to apply the method. Which method? We have to apply UV rule. UV rule is compare these two functions with Lie sequence. That is, this is your algebraic function and this is your exponential function. Algebraic comes first, so this is your u, and e raised to function comes last, so this is your v. And apply UV rule. UV rule is u v1. U as it is, v1 means v integration of v. E raised to t integration is e raised to t minus u dash v2. U dash means derivative of t. Derivative of t with respect to t, of course. So derivative of t is 1 into integration of e raised to t. Again we know that the exponential function, the integration of exponential function is same. So e raised to t integration is e raised to t. So this is your integration by UV rule. Plus e raised to minus x into here. If we put e raised to x equal to t again here. So e raised to, after taking derivative, e raised to x dx equal to dt. So put e raised to x dx is equal to dt. E raised to x dx we can put here dt, and into e raised to this term is t. So e raised to t. And we know the standard formula for integration of e raised to x. E raised to x integration is e raised to x. So e raised to t integration is e raised to t. And then again put, as we have applied here substitution method and we solve the integration in the form of t, again resubstitute the value of t, and we get the final answer of pi. So here only we have to calculate, or only we have to think about the how to solve this type of integration. We we solve this type of integration by substitution method. So this is your PI. And lastly, don't forget the final solution as y equal to CF plus PI. Put the values of CF and PI here. Next example is d square plus 2d plus 2 into y equal to e raised to minus x into sec cube x. As there is a product of two functions in RHS, so this is of type 6 because the fourth type is product of two functions in which one function is fixed, that is e raised to x. We have to apply type 6 after applying type 4. So type 4 is e raised to ax into v, that is product of two functions and one function is exponential. So hence there is a one function that is exponential. So apply the type 4 first, and then whatever the remaining terms we have to solve the remaining terms by using type 6. So let us see. From left side, solve this equation in d equal to 0 using b square minus 4ac minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a formula. Find the roots of d which are complex roots and write the CF comparing the roots with alpha plus minus I beta. Alpha is 1 and beta is 1. Coefficient of I is 1. So write CF, then pi equal to 1 upon equation in d into e raised to minus x. Right side is this. So this is our type 4. As we have studied type 4, but here this is purely not of the type 4 example. It is mixed type of example, that is we have to apply first type 4 and then we have to apply type 6. So this is the example of type 4 type 6. So we know that type 4 example, how to solve solve the example by type 4. So we have to take outside e raised to minus ax. So take outside e raised to minus x, and e raised to minus x we have to compare it with e raised to x. So the value of a is minus 1, and when we take e raised to minus x outside, we have to put d equal to d plus a, that is the value of a is minus 1, so d minus 1 into this equation. So put d equal to d minus 1, taking squares and simplify this, we get d square plus 1 into sec cube x as it is. As we first applied type 4, the example remains for type 6. So we know that in type 4, whatever the exponential function we take outside, this exponential function remains as it is till the last answer. So e raised to minus x, keep this e raised to minus x as it is, and this bracket is of type 6. As we can compare 1 upon equation in d, and suppose this is your RHS. So 1 upon equation in d into RHS is sec cube x. So sec cube x is not of the first 5 types. So this bracket or this type of sub example we have to solve by type 6. So type 6 we have studied recently, that is 1 upon d square plus 1 into sec cube x. Solve this by type 6. So first take factors of this. So take the roots of d square plus 1. Solve this. D square plus 1 equal to 0. So d square equal to minus 1, d equal to plus minus I. So the factors are plus I take on LHS, so d minus ai, and minus I on LHS, d plus a. So these are the two factors. Then by previous examples, same terms are for first and second example which we have solved by type 6. So this bracket is same as in the previous example. So by partial fraction, find the values of a and b and separate out these two terms as this, and then multiply sec cube x to these separate outed terms. This is your partial fraction. The question is how to solve the integration of e raised to ix into sec cube x. So by previous example, find or simplify this bracket by partial fraction. Then next step is multiply sec cube x to that bracket. This is your bracket and this is the partial fraction, and apply these two formulae, 1 upon d plus a into x and 1 upon d minus a into x. So by previous example you can apply the formula for this example. So this is your integration, two integrations. So e raised to ix into sec cube x, e raised to minus ix into sec cube x. Sec cube x means 1 upon cos cube x. So multiply 1 upon cos cube to this bracket. So 1 cos get cancelled. So 1 upon cos square remains, plus I into sin upon cos cube x. 1 upon cos square means sec square, and there is a formula for sec square x. Integration of sec square x is tan x, plus I into tan x sec square x. How to solve the integration of tan x sec square? Again, this integration is solved by substitution method. So we have to take the variable, other variable for one of the function from this integration, such that after taking the derivative, whatever we get, these terms are also should be present in this integration. That is, if we take tan x equal to t, after taking derivative, tan x derivative is sec square x dx equal to dt. So sec square x is present, also present in this integration. So in such a way that we have to take the substitution. So take tan x equal to t, so take derivative sec square x dx equal to dt. Write this whole integration in the form of t. So tan x equal to t and sec square x dx equal to dt. We get integration of t dt, and integration of t is t square by 2. Again put the value of t, tan square x by 2. So this is your integration of sec square x plus I tan x sec square. Standard formula of sec square x is there, and for tan x sec square x integration we use substitution method. So for second integration, there is only plus ix and here minus ix. As we know, here we apply first e raised to I theta formula for these two terms. So e raised to I theta and e raised to minus I theta. So e raised to ix becomes cos x plus I sin x, and e raised to minus ix becomes cos x minus I sin x. So as we solve this integration for cos x plus I sin x term, same way solve the second integration for cos, which contains cos x minus I sin x. Only difference is there is a cos x plus I sin x, and here there is a cos x minus I sin x. So similarly you can simplify the, or you can solve the integration of e raised to minus ix into sec cube x by seeing this integration and writing the values of, in this we get the final pi. So this is your pi. So this is all about our type 6. So the next method is we have to solve the differential equations by using method of variation of parameters. In example, how to recognize the types. As we know, we can recognize the types, all types, that is type 1 to type 6, by seeing the RHS of that example. Next method is method of variation of parameters. So in exam or in question paper, we there is a example in which the variation of parameters mentioned there. So from the example, we need not remember the method, that is variation of parameters, because it is mentioned in question itself. So by seeing or by reading the question, if there is a question like solve this differential equation by using method of variation of parameters, so compulsory you have to use this method. If there is no any question of or no any word variation of parameter is mentioned in question, so then you have to recall the previous types. If in question the question is like solve the differential equation by variation of parameters, then use this method. So what is this method? The variation of parameter method is for only second order differential equation, that is, consider this differential equation d2y by dx square plus a1 dy by dx plus a2y equal to x. This variation of parameters, if we ask the differential equation for solving by variation of parameters, so variation of parameters method examples are only for the second order derivative, second order differential equations. So consider this differential equation d2y by dx square plus a1 dy by dx plus a2y equal to x. Then find its CF as we studied in earlier examples how to find CF. Same rules of CF we can apply for such type of examples by using variation of parameters. So find CF, and the CF is like whatever this CF we get, that CF we have to compare it, we have to compare with C1 y1 plus C2 y2. So from left side find CF, and then that CF we have to compare with C1 y1 plus C2 y2. The next step is by comparing find the values of y1 y2, that is coefficient of C1 is y1 and coefficient of C2 is y2. So find the values of y1 y2, then find the Wronskian, that is you can write the short form or the notation is W. So find W Wronskian equal to y1 y2, determinant of this notation is for determinant, so determinant of y1 y2, and the second row is y1 dash y2 dash, that is we have to take derivative of y1 here and derivative of y2 here. So find Wronskian and solve this determinant. This is all, this is for CF. Then particular integral equal to, this is formula, so you have to remember this formula. So particular integral equal to minus y1 into y2x dx upon w plus y2 integration of y1x dx upon w. What is the value of x? X means the RHS value. And the complete solution is as it is y equal to CF plus P. So let us see the example for that. Solve by the method of variation of parameters d2y by dx square plus y equal to cosec x. So from left side find CF and from right side find PI. And we have to find CF and PI not by the earlier examples. We have to find CF and PI by using the steps of method of variation of parameters. So from left side, write this left side in the form of capital T. So d square plus 1 into y equal to cosec x dx. Solve this d square plus 1 equal to 0. We get d equal to plus minus I. So CF is, this is complex root, so compare it with alpha plus minus I beta. So alpha equal to 0 and beta equal to 1. So put the values of alpha beta in CF rule. We get CF equal to C1. This is your bracket, and outside the bracket there is a e raised to 0x, but we need not to write. So the final CF is C1 cos x plus C2 sin x, as the value of beta is 1. So here the value of beta is 1. So C1 cos x plus C2 sin x. First step is compare this CF which we calculated by using the previous CF rules. Compare it with C1 y1 plus C2 y2. So by comparing, y1 value is cos x, y2 value is sin x. y1 equal to cos, y2 equal to sin x. Next step is find the Wronskian. So w is equal to y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. So determinant of, put the values of y1 y2 here and take the derivatives of y1 y2. We get the second row. So cos x derivative is minus sin x derivative is cos x. So after simplifying this determinant, that is taking cross multiplication, cos into cos, cos square, minus, and the while solving determinant there is a sign, that middle sign is minus. That is, for example, if there is a A B C D, then how to solve this determinant? AD, and the middle sign must be minus. So AD minus BC or CB. So from this you can solve this determinant. So cos square x, that minus sign and this minus sign get plus, so cos square x plus sin square x, and cos square plus sin square is 1. So this is your Wronskian, we get the Wronskian as 1. So find CF, your CF by using previous rules of CF, then compare it with C1 y1 plus C2 y2. Find values of y1 y2, find Wronskian, that is determinant of y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. Put the values of all the values of y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash and simplify, we get W. Then particular integral equal to minus y1, put the values of y1 y2 x and Wronskian. So we get y1 y2 values here, Wronskian value is 1 and x value is cosec x. So all the values we are putting here. So particular integral equal to this, and solve this, and the last step is solve this integration, these two integrations. So sin x into cosec x means, simplify this, cosec x means 1 upon sin, so sin get cancelled, so integration of dx only, so integration of dx is x minus cos x as it is, plus cos x into cosec x means, cosec means 1 upon sin, so cos by sin is cot, and also there is a integration available for integration of cot x, so integration of cot x is log sin x. So this is your pi. Write the final solution as y equal to CF plus pi. So this is your variation of parameter example. First find CF, compare it with C1 y1 plus C2 y2, find the values of y1 y2, then find the Wronskian, that is this determinant, simplify this determinant, then particular integral, remember this formula, put the values of y1 y2 x and Wronskian here, and find the integration or evaluate this integration, we get the particular integral, and final solution is y equal to CF plus p. Second example is y double dash minus 2y dash plus 2y equal to e raised to x tan x. So write it as in the form of capital D notation. So d square minus 2d plus 2 into, take y common, equal to e raised to x tan x. After using the formula minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, which formula we can use for finding the roots of quadratic equation. So find the roots, we get d equal to 1 plus minus I. So CF equal to, again this is complex root, so CF equal to, compare it with alpha plus minus I beta, the value of alpha is 1 and beta value is 1. So put the values of alpha beta in CF rule, so CF equal to e raised to x, that is e raised to 1x, alpha x is, alpha value is 1. So e raised to x into C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x, beta value is again 1. So C1 cos x plus C2 sin x. First step is compare this CF with standard CF, that is C1 y1 plus C2 y2. After multiplying e raised to x, we get C1 e raised to x cos plus C2 e raised to x sin. So the value of y1 is e raised to x cos, value of y2 is e raised to x sin. Then find Wronskian, that is y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. So put the values of y1 is this e raised to x cos and y2 is e raised to x sin here. Then take the derivative of y1, that is by using product rule. So e raised to x as it is, cos x derivative is minus sin x, plus cos x as it is, e raised to x derivative is e raised to x. E raised to x sin x, for this again apply the product rule of derivative. So first function e raised to x as it is, sin x derivative is cos x, plus sin x as it is, e raised to x derivative is e raised to x. By cross multiplication or by solving this determinant, we get multiplication, take the multiplication, and then e raised to x becomes e raised to 2x, take this e raised to 2x common, and in bracket these two terms and some terms are cancelled, and remaining terms are e raised to 2x into cos square plus sin square x, that is the value of cos square x plus sin square x is 1. So Wronskian, we get Wronskian as e raised to 2x. Then particular integral, put the values of y1 y2 x and Wronskian in this formula. For this example, we get particular integral equal to this. Then in this integration, after cancelling the terms, e raised to x into e raised to x is e raised to 2x, and the numerator e raised to 2x, we can cancel it with denominator e raised to 2x. So the remaining terms are sin x into tan x. So tan x is sin upon cos, so it will be sin square upon cos x, and in this tan x is sin x upon cos x, so cos x get cancelled, so we get only sin x here, and integration of sin x is, we know integration of sin x is minus cos x. So what is the value of integration of sin square upon cos? As we seen in the earlier examples in last lecture, there is integration of, we can solve this integration of sin square x upon cos x by using the formula sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So put the value of sin square theta from this formula to this, we get the answer. And same integration we have solved in earlier example. So put the value of sin square here, so 1 minus cos square, take the separate terms, so 1 upon cos minus cos square upon cos, so 1 upon cos is cosec, 1 upon cos is sec, so integration of sec is log sec plus tan x, and minus cos square upon cos means 1 cos is get cancelled, so integration of cos is minus sin x, so we get the particular integral. Here this is, we can see the we have written the integration of sin square x upon cos x separately, so you can see this. The next example is d square minus 1 upon y equal to 2 upon 1 plus e raised to x by variation of by method of variation of parameters. So take d square minus 1 equal to 0, that is d square equal to 1, d equal to plus minus 1. So CF is C by, these are the roots of, these are real roots, non-repeated. So C by CF rule, CF equal to C1 e raised to x plus C2 e raised to minus x. So compare it with C1 y1 plus C2 y2, we get y1 equal to e raised to x, y2 equal to e raised to minus x. Put in the formula of Wronskian, so Wronskian W equal to y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. Y1 derivative, e raised to x derivative is e raised to x, e raised to minus x derivative is minus e raised to minus x. We have applied here e raised to bracket formula. So derivative of e raised to bracket is e raised to bracket into derivative of bracket. So e raised to minus x derivative is e raised to minus x into derivative of minus x is minus 1. After multiplication, we get minus 1, that is equal to minus 2. So by multiplication, e raised to x into e raised to minus x, e raised to x into e raised to minus x is e raised to x minus x, that is e raised to 0, and anything raised to 0 is 1. So we get minus 1 equal to minus 2. Put the all the values of y1, y2, Wronskian, and the value of x in the formula of particular integral in method of iteration of parameters. So particular integral equal to, we get this two integrations. So after cancelling some terms, we get this integration and this integration. So how to solve this and this integration? This integration we can solve by using the formula directly, that is integration of fx upon f dash x. That is integration is f dash x upon fx. So integration is log fx. That is, if there is a function in denominator and the derivative of denominator is present in numerator, then we can write this integration or solve this integration directly by using this formula. So 1 plus e raised to x derivative is, one derivative is 0, e raised to x derivative is e raised to x. So this is your f dash and this is your f. So integration of f dash upon f is log f, that is log 1 plus e raised to x. So in such way that we can solve this integration. How to solve this integration? Here the derivative of denominator is not present on numerator, so we have to apply the other adjustment. Then take e raised to x common from denominator. So take e raised to x common from denominator, so it will be 1 and 1 upon e raised to x. After taking e raised to x common in bracket, remaining terms are 1 upon e raised to x plus 1. Then take e raised to x on numerator. So this will be e raised to minus x. As we know, the power will be opposite. So in denominator this is e raised to x. So in numerator it will be negative power, so e raised to minus x, and e raised to minus x into e raised to minus x is e raised to minus 2x. So it will be e raised to minus 2x, and in denominator it is 1 upon e raised to x is e raised to minus x plus 1. So in denominator the term is like e raised to minus x plus 1. Then this integration we have to solve by substitution method, because there is no any standard formula, or we cannot apply this formula for this integration, because denominator derivative is not this numerator. So by substitution method, if we put e raised to minus x equal to t, after taking derivative this term also present in this integration. So e raised to minus 2x means e raised to minus x into e raised to minus x. So for one e raised to minus x put t, and for other e raised to minus x into dx, this dx here. So e raised to minus x into dx put dt or minus dt. So one term e raised to minus x it will be t, and e raised to minus x second term e raised to minus x into dx it will be minus dt upon e raised to minus x is t plus 1. How to solve this integration? Take minus sign outside, t upon t plus 1. So how to solve the integration? This is the standard integration, and we have to remember the adjustment, like we have to adjust the denominator bracket on the numerator. How to adjust? So take plus 1 or adjust plus 1 on numerator. So take t plus 1 minus 1 upon t plus 1 as it is. Take separate terms, t plus 1 upon t plus 1 is 1, minus 1 upon t plus 1 as it is, and the integration of 1 is t with respect to t, and minus 1 upon integration is log. The integration of 1 upon x is log x. As there is no any single variable, there is a term instead of x, we have to ask 1 upon t plus 1, that is we have to apply integration of bracket 1 upon bracket. So log bracket upon derivative of bracket. So 1 upon t plus 1 integration is log integration, that is log bracket upon derivative of bracket. Bracket is t plus 1 and t plus 1 derivative is 1. So we need not to write 1 in numerator, in denominator. So this is your integration for this. For this integration we have applied this formula f dash upon f, and for this integration we have used the substitution method.